Welcome to Sterling Wheel.
As always, welcome to the Sterling Wheel. Welcome, my friend. He's going by Raw today. And earlier today, I was watching a show, and somebody was saying, "Hey, I've got a felony. Is it possible to get into the trucking industry? Can I get a job in the trucking industry?" And I thought, who do I know that would have the answers?
He called
How you
his
doing,
only black
brother?
friend that he know.
Yeah, just one though, only one.
What's going on, KB?
Dude, I'm doing great. It's always great to see you, man.
Yeah, man,
Tell
I gotta say before you start, I love that intro. Oh my god, I love that intro.
Oh, the end of the world? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. The whole thing, the whole start of it. But go ahead, I'm listening.
So tell the kids how we met. How do you know a white person?
Well, I started CR England tricked both of us to come there.
Ain't
CR
that the
England
truth?
tricked both of us, so I was his phase one, phase two trainer. Was I the
Mm,
phase one or phase two? Phase
you
two
were
trainer.
you were my phase one, and then they allowed me to train somebody on my own phase two.
Oh wow, okay then. But yeah, that's how
Yeah,
we met. CR England and been rocking ever since.
yeah.
Yep. So
And that
but
was to what?
it's always nice, man, to see you.
How many years were you at CR England training and stuff?
Shit, damn near 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4 5 years. Cause it took me like 5 years to get the truck. Cause you remember I was the
right.
lease. I was lease purchase. So the lease was for like 3 years, I think, three and a half years, and then they had the balloon payment.
I remember I was with you the day that you switched to the balloon payment.
Yep, yep. But
Yeah.
the cause you say your show is about the felony thing, but that was the only reason I went to CR England. CR England at that time, and I don't know if things are switched or whatever. I don't know how desperate these companies are right now as far as driver wise, but that's why I went to CR England because no one else would hire me because you have to think at that time I was a two-time convicted felon. I was a two-time convicted felon with no fucking experience. Shit, I don't mean to cuss on here, but I was
Oh,
a
you're
two.
cool.
Okay, well, I was a two-time convicted felon with no experience. So I would call. My God, I called probably 20 plus companies or something, and
Right.
nobody wouldn't really mess with me.
Now, did you have your CDL before you called those companies, or were you
Yeah.
like, can I get my CDL and then?
No, I had my CDLs already, and how I got my CDLs was through a government grant
Okay.
in the state, in my city and state that I'm Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So they got, and they probably got them in each city, state, whatever. Where shit, I don't forgot what they call them. Like when you don't have no experience or whatever, you can go through these little government funded programs that are
Yeah,
that are
like a
cheaper.
trade school or a
No,
community college.
no. It wasn't a community college or nothing like that. It was just cause in a lot of states and cities, they have, and a lot of they have government funded programs, that'll pay for your CDLs or whatever else kind of trade you try, and they just pay for it. And I had to find a school, so I found the school. They paid for it, but yeah, I had my CDLs, and then I was calling around, but like I say, I didn't have no experience, and I was a two-time convicted felon.
How many companies did you go through till you finally found CR England?
Like I said, man, probably like damn near 20. Like it was a lot, man. It would put it like this. I probably called everybody every. Put it like this. I called everybody from Swift to what was that Trans Am to
Okay. Yeah.
Covenant, to Trans Am, Covenant, America, whatever, Swift. Go figure. Swift wouldn't even fuck with me, but Swift, Swift, and CR England was, and CR England at the time, shit, they're hired 2 year if they had their CDLs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I trained homeless people, so
So that's you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yep. So yep, CR England was the only one that would mess with me.
So there's still hope then if you got a felony. Would you say? I mean, how has trucking changed your life over the years?
Oh shit, man. Well, I was, everybody is different. But it keeps food on the table. It keeps food on the table, and I could say, yeah, no, if you got a felon like trucking, the only thing that will mess you up as a felon in trucking is that it all depends on, you can't really be on probation or parole at the
Okay.
time, and then sometime, like, I'll give you an example. I called this one company, right? And like I say, things probably gonna change. I called this one company and they said, well, because I was off probation, I was off parole, and they said, well, you have to be off parole or probation for 10 years. Like say after you're done with your case and everything, you done got off. So say we're in 2024 right now. If I'm just getting off probation and parole, this company wouldn't hire me until 2034. So I'm
They
like,
want to make sure you got like an 800 credit rating or something. I mean, come on now.
It might well, because I'm like, huh? But a lot of companies are like that though. Sometimes they say, that was the only company that I came across that said 10 years. Some companies will say 5, but the average I was hearing was like 2, 3. Like you got to be, because I guess they want to see that you're truly done with that lifestyle.
That
So
brings me to
it kind of makes sense.
yeah, and that brings me to a question. You know, when you go to jail, there's a certain way you got to live and a certain mindset that you have to have. What's the biggest challenge once you get, once you're out of the joint, you've got a life on the outside, you're out of parole and stuff. What does trucking do to your mindset after you've been through the prison system?
See, you got to think with me, I was already out. Before I got into trucking, I was already out like 5 years or something like that. I was
So
already out. I
you'd
was already out.
acclimated.
Yeah, I was probably already out five, probably even more than that. Probably no, it wasn't more than that because that's when that company had said that. So I probably was already out 5 because I was in real estate and all that. I was in real estate and mortgaging and all that before I
Right.
got into trucking. But I trucking, I would tell anybody if you're trucking give you the freedom, because me and a buddy of mine was talking about this. I like trucking because I don't have a boss. Like you have one, but you don't have one. Like you don't have nobody to tell you when you can stop and go to lunch.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody to tell you got to tell somebody, hey, I got to go to the bathroom.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So trucking trucking gave me more freedom. Where it changed me, where like, man, I could never go work in a fucking factory. And ain't nothing, and don't get it twisted, nothing's wrong with that. Cause to be a trucker, you also gotta be a special type person. Cause also don't nobody tell you when to get up and get that load there. You gotta
Right.
be self-motivated. You get it? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
You got to be proactive. You can't just,
right.
sleep in that bed all the friggin' time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But
And as much as you might hate a warehouse or a corporate environment, you still got to put on the safety vest and put on a smile and yes sir or no sir, and you still got to play to the customer.
well, that's just human decency.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's just human decency. But what I'm talking about is that you don't some people need that structure. Trucking, there's no structure. Really, if you think about it, in trucking, there's really no structure. You don't
that's
have
why all of our friends that like jumped out of the military and went right into trucking, they usually fail because there's no boss saying, "Hey, wake up, let's go."
I can see that. I can see that. I can see and probably I can, and somebody like me that was probably locked up probably like it because it gives me that freedom where I'm not, because when you locked up, it's the same as the military. When you locked up, hey, you got to get up for count. Like you gotta, like when it's time to get up, you gotta stand at the door or stand on the side of your bunk for count. They tell you when to wake up, when to go eat, when to shower. So I guess trucking, it gives you that freedom where I'm on the road. I don't have no, like I said, I don't have nobody calling me, hey, where's this? Unless you truly fucking up.
Right, right.
You know,
What did you think about the open road when you first got out here trucking and seeing all the different? You've been everywhere, right?
yeah, damn, yeah, damn, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, from the border of Mexico, damn that the only place. Well, shit, Detroit is the border of fucking Canada. So yeah, and
yeah,
I done been coast to coast.
yeah.
So yeah, like I say, man, I dig trucking because, like I say, I really don't like to be told what to do. And I never have. Like that was the worst part about being locked up was motherfucker told you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And then I got out, just like working these jobs, because when I got out, I didn't get into real estate right away. I was working like these little remote, these little fucked up jobs.
Right.
So when I got into trucking, I'm like, okay, then I can do this.
Well,
I
it gave you hope though, right? And you got a
oh
family at
yeah,
home, right?
yeah. Like I say, trucking is good money. Truck, like, and especially, well, well, you're no longer the owner op, right?
No, I sold that shit.
See, see, but you always been like the union type person or whatever. But
That's the dirty truth. When I got on your truck, what was my dream?
to get it, I'm gonna be like my dad. I'm gonna get a union job. I'm gonna retire, get the union pay and everything. So yeah. So but with me, I I prefer, and I'm making decent money, but rates done went down, gas done went up. But I, trucking will change a person's life really. Like it's good money, just being away from home, But yeah, trucking is
Have you ever thought, while you're out here trucking, because we've been through some good times, we've been through some fucking awful bad times. Have you ever thought once of maybe it would be worth it to go back to the lifestyle,
what?
sling dope or fucking do any nefarious activities?
Yeah,
Just
yeah. I'm not gonna, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't because I'm too old now. You know, I'm too like, and I'm not telling nobody because no, you don't like dope and illegal shit is truly the devil's playground.
it is.
But being human as a human being, I would be lying and be like, no, I never thought about it. anybody that been in that lifestyle, it's sort of like, you know how they say once an addict, always an addict.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the same with a person that sells dope. Selling dope, and that's what I was locked up for. For those, that's why I'm speaking on it. I didn't do anything else. I never robbed nobody. I never did nothing else but hustled as far as selling drugs.
right.
And that's an addiction.
Yes,
When you
that's a
when you
rush.
sell, yeah, when you selling it, it's like you using it. You're right there with the addict. It's like, really, the only thing is you're not using. But if somebody call you 2, 3 in the morning, you going for that money.
You
So
got to deliver. You got to
right,
deliver, or you go out
right.
of
So
business.
there you go. So I and that's probably another reason why I always been into, since I've been a kid, like entrepreneurship, because it allowed me the freedom. You know what I'm saying? So if I sit up and say, well, I never thought about it as a human being, like, damn, I'm on this truck. I remember when I could do this and get that, and I'm home and I do this.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I guess my mic went mute for a minute.
yeah,
But can
just
you
for a
hear me?
second there. Yep.
So, but then you think, okay, I got six grandkids. Yep, I got six grandkids. My kids are grown. My son, I won't be able to talk to my sons like I want. So what comes with that?
Yeah.
So I can still, and there's a lot of things that I know now that if I'd have knew back then, I wouldn't have never touched no dope. Because it's a whole lot of money out here that's like in the trucking industry. Like, it's hard. It's hard, but you can make as much money in the trucking industry than you can in the street life.
And the
All
funny
depends
thing
on what you
is
choose.
the cops treat you the same.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, so what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference?
Right.
But
So
yeah,
you definitely came from a background where you had to hustle, the entrepreneurial mindset and stuff. Is
yeah,
that what
yep,
led you to the success that you have today?
yep. The and I can say, and the thing with me is that I didn't have to, because don't nobody have to. You have choices in life. Everybody, I'll tell them, you got a choice. Either how way go figure. Everybody have a choice. So,
Right.
but I always been that person that, even up until now, that money, and it's crazy that I'm kind of like money driven. I don't know. I'm money and freedom driven, because I understand. Like, people always say, well, money, money can't buy you happiness. I only hear poor people say that shit, and I only
Yeah.
hear rich people say it because they already got the fucking money.
No, that's true.
You
That
know what I'm saying?
money is freedom. Without money, you're either in jail or you're on the streets.
Right? You get what I'm saying? So that's why people kill me. And money gonna bring you that financial freedom that you're seeking. So, and that's why when I got into hustling, I had a plan to get out. I just got caught.
Yeah.
Everybody, what Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the face. So,
Yeah. That's right.
you know what I'm saying? So when I got in, I was like, shit, I'm finna get this money. I'm finna get a little bar. Or I'm finna get into real estate.
Yeah.
I'm finna just get in and get out. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So,
you always got to be able to pivot, right?
right, that, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's even in the trucking industry. Like, when I got in the trucking industry, I had a plan to get in and get out. You get what I'm saying? But life is never a straight path.
Was your plan to get that truck bought and paid for? Because
Right,
you went to CR England and leased that truck, right?
right. And I got it and I paid for it, but I don't know if you remember I had got into an accident with it.
Yeah, I remember.
Right. So that's what had happened with that truck. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna try the dump truck industry. But I didn't like that. Dump truck is too much like work. So
Yeah,
that's why I
there's
came
there,
back out here.
there's too many vests, vests and
See,
clipboards and
there
hard
you go.
hats.
Right. So that goes back to I don't like to be told what to do, or when you in the dump truck, motherfuckers think they can talk to you in any kind of way. So I'm like, no, I'm not with that at all. So that's why I got back in. That's why I got back over the road. So
Is it important to realize that in trucking, like you can pigeonhole yourself into a certain position and absolutely hate it, but you could also try something different because your CDL works in every kind of semi truck, right? I mean,
yeah. That's yeah. Cause I got a buddy that done drove tankers, get tankers, special shit. And that's the thing about trucking, especially if you young. If you get in young and just gain the experience, just I was talking to this one guy and he was into what they call that specialty loads. He was into the oversized loads.
yeah, over dimensional, overweight,
Man, I didn't man, them damn loads pay so much money,
a
but you
lot of
gotta know what you
liability.
yeah, yeah, a lot of liability too. But it's a lot of pay. So, like I said, if you get in young and you get out the streets or whatever and you get in, it's so many different avenues in trucking. It's just so many different avenues. You can get into the brokering side, you can get into the dispatch side, you can get it's so many lanes.
What advice would you give to people that say they get into the trucking game and yeah, they came from a tough background or went through hell to get where they're at, got into the trucking, let's just say they made it to prime and they're there 5 or 6 years and they're happy and they just settle. Is that a good plan? Just to just settle for a good trucking job? Or should you
Yeah,
always be looking for better?
me personally, if you asking me personally, I think that you should always look for better. But it goes back to it, like everybody this is structured for a reason. So everybody can't be a boss, and some people, I was telling my son this, me and my son was talking, and it's crazy to say, but a lot of people, majority of the people, and you think about it, like to be told what to do. And some people like that comfort zone and scared to get out of their comfort zone. So
Yeah.
if you're like my pops, heavens bless his soul, like my pops work his routine. I swear, I lie to you not. Since I was a kid, since I was a kid, his routine would be to go to work, get off work, go in the bedroom, lay down, get his newspaper, and put on a sports channel. That was his routine. That was his routine for 20, 30 years. Like that, like I lie to you not. That was his structure. And he was comfortable with it. And
Yeah.
he didn't drive. He would catch the bus to work, come home, lay down with his newspaper on the bed, turn on TV. That was his
Wow.
life. And he was comfortable. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy.
I could do it for a few months, but I'd go crazy.
You get see, now that's the same. Take that. Now let's go back to the prime worker. Somebody that go to prime, they getting paid good.
Yeah.
They probably done 5 years. They probably, if they smart, they probably done bought the truck. They probably done bought the truck, making good money, making a nice percentage. This is my retirement. They comfortable.
Yeah.
But something like that with me, I want to be free. That's my whole mindset. Like, yeah, I've been out here and I've been trying different businesses, different things, and I'm still doing the things that I'm doing. But my mindset is by the time I'm reaching retirement, I'm not worried about if I'm finna get Social Security. You get what I'm
And
saying?
that's something we're all worried about. We have Social Security ain't gonna exist for me. There's no way.
That's that's my mindset. So you got to think, yeah, for somebody, that's not a bad plan. If that's what because like I say, everybody's different.
Does that come from people like our dads don't really exist anymore? You can't just go to work and rely on a pension when you're done.
Oh shit! Look at what happened to Yellow.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. One of the companies that I wanted to work for. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know any better.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, look at Yellow. Like, and I haven't really heard nothing else about it. I haven't really heard nothing else about what happened to them guys. Like, did they get a check? Like, did Yellow, like what's going on with that? Like, you get what I'm saying? So I think whatever plan you have, you better have a backup plan.
Yeah. So you're in trucking right now. How many streams of income? How many backup plans do you have?
Well, right now, and this is just me, and like right now, I'm working on my YouTube channels. Like, I got Free Game TV, uh, Candid Conversations, Urban. I forgot the name, but I got Enlightened Empire. So like, and I'm building them like they're nowhere right now. But I'm thinking. And then I got the stock market, currency market that I'm working on. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm
What
definitely getting another truck.
What about your website?
Which one? Which one?
Crossways.
So, I was just with Crossways. I got Crossways 1, Crossways 2. I'm thinking about giving them up because I haven't really turned profit on them, and I'm thinking about just calling them tomorrow and just letting them go so I can get them out my head, because AI done changed the game. Like, I got I got uh AI evolution. It's AI AI Alliance Evolution. It's one of them. And then I got Wealth Wealth and Nourishment, like them two blog sites, but they're
Right.
affiliate blogs. But they're affiliate blog sites. See, and that's the thing with trucking. And that's the thing with trucking. Trucking give you truck if you're in a good position, like say like you got enough experience. I don't know what you're making, but I got a kind of an idea because of your experience and where you at and what you're doing. But trucking give you the money when you're making the money, and it also allows you the time, like now, like what you're doing now.
It,
You
it
could
gives
be
me the stability. Like I ain't got to worry about the checks bouncing.
right, but it also allows you the time to do what you actually doing now. You
Oh yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like you say, how many streams of income that see by the time I retire, I get ready to retire, I want to have at least I want to have at least 4 to 5 streams of income coming in. So let's just say I got 5 streams of income coming in, right? say for instance, 2 of my YouTube channels take off, right? Just say 2 of them, and just say YouTube is still doing what it's doing by the time
Sure.
I get ready to retire. Just say if I'm making $100 average a day off each channel, that's $200.
Yeah.
No, not possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, so just say on average 200 a day, right? Okay, and say off my affiliate programs, right? I got 2 affiliate channels. Thinking about doing a third one once I get those blogs up and going. Well, they're already up and going. Just say I make $200 a day off that. So I'm already at 400 a day, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm making 400 a day, and that's just off them two, 2 or 3 streams of income right there. Shit, that's what at the end of the week. Let's just say 5 days a week. I'm at $2,000.
Your side income is equal to any normal job you go do 9 to 5.
Right. But I'm looking at retirement. So just think that's 2,000. That's 8,000 a month.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and I don't have to wait on that check, and I don't have to worry about if it's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's your mailbox money.
There you go, and I'm free. So that's
And like you're saying, like right now, you've got the time, the extra time to mess around with that. Because I mean, every day we're punished for working 11 hours a day. We get to sit on our hands for 10. You only sleep what 7 to 8 hours. You got time
right,
to do stuff
right.
on the side.
But do you really need to sleep 7 or 8 hours? You can sleep 4 or 5 and get up and still have that 3 or 4 to work.
Yeah.
So
And we've got the technology to back ourselves up. I mean, shit, look what we're doing right now. Look at how many ones and zeros I'm sending through every satellite in the world right now.
there you go. And you're in your truck and I'm in my truck.
Yeah.
Build like this right here is building. See, and I guess that goes back to like what you were saying about hustling and the felonies and all that. I'll tell anybody right now, if you got a felony, of yeah, it stops you from doing some like I wanted to get my life insurance license. Like I had the chance to get my life insurance license, investment license where I could sell investment packets, and where I could do mortgages. But this company that I was signing up for, they wouldn't mess with me because I was a felon. So yeah, sometimes felon will hamper you, but it like if I really wanted to, I could have pushed the issue or went and found, but I got so much other shit going on that it really didn't phase me. Like, okay, then cool. You know, I'm hoping my son to do it. But anyway.
So you've never put all your eggs in one basket, right? Don't throw all your hope at one problem.
You'll in my opinion, like I always go, you shouldn't, because if you don't live long enough, I'm 52, be 53 this year. If you don't live long, shit, what was that company? Enron? Remember Enron?
Yeah.
So if you don't live long enough, USA Trucking, that's another one when I call. I'm looking at the truck right now going in a few. But I tried USA Trucking too when I was calling for the felony. But if you don't live long enough, you should learn not to put your eggs in one basket, especially now.
Today you can't. It's too crazy today.
Especially now. Like, dude, we don't even know what the dollar finna do. So, but like I was saying before we got sidetracked, if you're a felon, can't nothing stop you but you. You get what I'm saying? Because I was a felon and I was on probation and I was on parole. Well, shit, I was on probation and parole because the second time I got caught up, I was still on fucking probation. So when I got caught up, when I got out, I had to finish my probation from my last no, because when I got locked up, that time I had to serve the time that I had left on my parole. So I was done with that case because I wasn't even done with parole before I caught my second case. I wasn't even out fucking 3 or 4 months. But I was on probation and parole because I had 2 counts. I had 2 counts of delivery. So what they did was, and I was blessed because they could have really fucked me around. So what they did was they gave me 5-year prison sentence with 10-year probation, 10-year probation with
How
a 7-year stay.
how old
So
were you when it happened?
about 24.
Oh,
Yeah, about 23, 24. Because when I got out, I was like 27, 28. So what I had to do was, when I got out, I had to finish up my parole on my first case, and then I had a 10-year probation and a 7-year stay. So I had to do 10 years probation, and if I'd have fucked up on that 10 years probation, I would have had to do 7 years in. I would have got locked back up, and I had to do 7 years. So but what my point is that by being a felon, don't let nobody tell you that, because at that time I was on probation parole, I had got my real estate license. But I had to, in order to get my real estate license, I had to write a letter each month. My parole officer and I had to write a letter to the state of Wisconsin to say I was in compliance with my parole to keep my real estate license.
so like a paper trail.
Right. Just to say I'm in compliance with everything. So all I'm saying is, if you're a felon, like I hear people always say, "Well, I'm a felon. I can't get a job. I can't do this. I can't do that because I'm a felon." That's what motherfuckers want you to believe. Okay, say if you can't get a job, create your own job. Like you said, go into trucking. Like, I'm pretty sure it's plenty felonies. I done talk to people. It's plenty felons out here that's driving. The only thing is, if you're a felon, one of the only crimes that I ever heard that you really can't get into trucking with, if you caught a human trafficking case.
Oh
The
yeah.
reason I know, right, the reason I know that, because I got a buddy that got one, and it wasn't human trafficking, because right now, if you're what they call pandering, which is pimping, if you catch a pandering or a pimping case, they consider that human trafficking now.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So if you
And
catch one that,
you can't walk 20 feet right now from your semi truck and not see a truckers against trafficking sticker.
right, so if you got one of them, then yeah, you're pretty much gonna have to start your own business.
Right back into the life then.
Yeah, see, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to do something, cause that's one of, and I kind of understand. I kind of understand, cause it's a lot of guys out here that's really fucked in the head, on that level. But that's pretty much, if you're a felon, like, yeah, don't let nothing say that, nobody say that you can't do what you want to do.
How was your relationship with the probation officer? Because, like, you probably talk to him and say, hey, he would probably ask you, hey, what are you going to do with your life? What was your answer? What was that? What was that interaction like?
Well, I can say I had a cool PO. I can actually say I had a cool PO when I got out, cause he could have sent me back actually a couple of times, but he was cool, and he gave me information that 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 helped me and guided me. You know what I'm saying? Then he retired. I got a woman, and she was cool. She was decent. I really didn't have no complaints. But like, if ask me what I'm gonna do, it's like at that age, you know, I was still figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like when a person in their 20s and early 20s and mid 20s, you know, I knew that I wanted to make money, but and this is on both sides, you know, people try to make it a black thing, white thing, or whatever. And I tell people this, like, it's on both sides. If you don't have no guidance on what you want to do or different ways to try to figure it out, then you really just, you know, stuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then I got introduced to the internet because you remember that's, and I'll tell you truthfully, that really what really changed me. The internet. Like
Yeah, I mean, considering pagers got you in trouble.
Well, yeah, go figure, huh?
Yeah.
that was before cell phones, right? Pagers and fucking what say them fucking pagers and them fucking pay phones.
And calling cards.
Yeah, I had a buddy. I ain't got to, but anyway, yeah, calling cards.
Oh, trust me, you told me about you guys used to leave drugs underneath the fucking newspaper stands. Hey, $25 or 25 cents, and just leave it underneath there.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the thing.
Oh, you told me all about hugging the block. I know everything there is to know about hugging the block thanks to you.
Hey, I gave you true understanding.
Yes.
You know,
I look at it with respect instead of those nasty people.
Right. You know, and that's the thing, kid. And it's like I say, man, it's like the internet, man. And I truthfully, that's really what kind of changed my whole perspective. When
the internet, the best way that I heard it described, and keep in mind I've got a bachelor's in computer science, and my teacher told me that the internet is
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the internet is the rising tide. It's going to raise all ships, and that's exactly what he told me this in 1996, and
Wow.
I've believed it ever since.
Yeah, I'm saying it and it's true, man. Like the internet has really leveled the playing field. A lot of people don't.
Your audio kicked out. Give it a second there.
Yeah. A lot of that
There we go.
has like, yeah, a lot of that has changed the playing field, man. And that's what I really want to get these youth to understand. You know, that you don't have to catch that felony, but if you do and you get out, don't let nobody tell you can't drive. Don't let nobody tell you can't drive trucks. Don't let nobody tell you can't make money. Don't let nobody make you think you got to go back to do what you're doing, even though you got to have, like you asked me, do I ever have I tell my and I don't mean nothing by it, but sometimes I do. Like if I had that one chance, if I could just get it one more time, you know, if I could do it one more time, but it's like I don't have the time to give. If I got 5 years, if the judge said you got 5 years, man, I'll get to crying. I'll be 50. You telling me I'll be 58 when I get out?
Yeah.
Not the kid. No, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't. I can't even do a year. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
yeah,
you'd have to give up all the hustle that you put in, all this time on the road. No way.
right. That's what I'm saying. So like that would actually like that would actually kills me. And but as a human, you can't help but have certain urges and certain emotions. Or you're human. You know what I'm saying? So, but that don't mean you have to act on it.
Right. And
You know?
it's good to have people to talk to and just say, "Hey, I'm going to call you in the middle of the night and we're just going to talk bullshit. Are you cool with it?" You got to
Right,
have those kind of people around you.
right, right. So that's the way I look at it. But back to the felony thing. Yeah, don't let nobody say you can't do this. The only thing is if you are a felon, the only thing is that you probably can't drive while you're on probation parole, and then you probably still can because you may have a cool PO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may say, hey man, I'm thinking of. You may go to your PO and just be like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting my CDLs, and but I gotta cross the state lines, and I gotta go to this state, that state, this state, and they may say, yeah, you gotta think, you got entertainers, that get out of prison or whatever, and they got shows to do. They let them cross state lines. So
Not only that, but as truck drivers, we always have these driver's logs. We're satellite tracked. No matter where we
right,
sign in,
so
we certify our logs every day. I bet you could tell a parole officer, "Hey man, this is the industry I'm going to get into." They got
yeah,
a camera on the dashboard that watches me, watches over the hood. I'm
yeah,
in
that's what I'm
prison.
saying.
Let
Right.
me make money in prison.
Basic, hey, hey, and you ask that question, and you ask that question. That's when I first got in. When I first went to CR England, and when I first went to CR England, and I lie to you not, when I first went to CR England, a buddy of mine used to be talking to me about the truck, and I like, look, man, I was locked up for 4 years. I locked up for 4 years. So by me driving this truck and being going away from home, I did that already. But at least I'm
the,
free.
the damage had been done.
Right. No, no. What I'm saying is that I had already been locked up for 4 to 5 for almost 5 years, so 4 years, right? So I'm looking at it from the aspect of, okay, if I go over the road and I'm going away from home 2 or 3 weeks or a month, and then I can come back home for a week. I looked at it as like I was out on a fucking furlough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I'm going to gain something and get something to make my life better. So I was already locked up and I wasn't getting out and I wasn't going nowhere. So
Right.
what's the
Right.
difference? Now you just made me think about that because when you said you're in a prison. But yeah, that's when I got out, not got out at first, but when I decided to come into the trucking industry, that's the way I looked at it. Like, you gonna be gone. Well, I was already gone at one point in my life. So it kind of built me for it, being away from
Right.
home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I correlated the two. Like, when I was locked up, I wasn't able to see the road. I wasn't able to see my family. I wasn't able to call my family. I wasn't able to. Well, I could call them, but I couldn't call them when I wanted to. You
Right.
know, but by being locked up, like I say, I correlated the two. So I'm like, what's the difference?
Right.
The only difference is now I'm free. I can come home. I can see the wife. I can see my kids. I can make a phone call when I want. I can talk to them. So it's like being out here. ain't shit.
When you run over to CR England, you were a trainer for a while. Did you have the mindset to be a coach, or did you know how did you fall into that? Because I mean, yeah, I thought you were an awesome trainer. I mean,
Yeah, I
look what you created here. No.
a beast.
Some would say a monster.
That too, all the same. Hey, no, I like I like giving information. You know, I talk like, especially if I'm comfortable with you. You know, I like giving information. I like teaching. I like showing people. You know, and that's why I didn't really and all my students. I only throughout my time there, I think I only had one bad student. I think I only had one bad student throughout my whole time there. Everybody else was cool, was receptive. You know what I'm saying? So and no coaching and and one person called me. I always been a one of them quiet leaders. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So like I can I can give information and if you listen, you listen. If not, hey, that's your loss.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I always been even when I was in the streets, it's like um I kind of was the guy that kind of maneuvered people,
Sure.
so yeah, so
I
no,
remember I was on your truck. You'd pick me up at Salt Lake City. I was on your truck maybe an hour, and you were like, "Hey, if you're thinking about killing yourself, let me off, and you can just drive the truck."
yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just hey, and I'm telling, I lie to you not. That's what I told
and
all my students.
and that had happened. You told me that literally because they told us about it in school. That like yeah, this guy was training two guys at the same time, and one of the students just fucking drove it into a bridge, killed everybody on the truck.
See,
And you told me that an hour into the trip, you're just like, hey man, I don't mean anything by this, but if you're gonna kill yourself, let me out of the truck first. You can take the
tell you,
truck.
man,
Yeah.
motherfuckers be on that truck, get that Dear John call, like, hey, I'm fucking woo and now you all mad at, hey, man, hey, look, if I'm asleep, all you gotta do is say, hey, I can't stop you, but hey, man, do what you do. You know, that's just my opinion. And I'm not telling nobody to do that, but hey, you always got a choice in life.
Yeah, just don't hurt other people doing it
Yeah,
though.
just don't hurt other people, man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you feel how you feel, man, just leave everybody else out of your misery. Don't make nobody else miserable with you. I know they say
Yeah.
misery loves company, but man, I don't want to. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that crowd. I don't.
No.
I ain't Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. So, out of all the students you trained, how many of them are still trucking, and how many of them you still talk to?
You. I still talk to my phase one trainer. Um, shit, you and this other guy probably no, and then there's probably like three. No, four,
Okay.
and the two of them are still. I just got off the phone with one of my students yesterday. He's thinking about leasing a truck. He ain't never leased their own, and I always told him he should like. But I think everybody
If
should
if
experience
if
it.
if he's been trucking as long as as it sounds like, go ahead.
Yeah,
If you got
like
the experience, go ahead.
yeah,
Don't do
why
it.
not?
Don't do it the second you get your CDL.
No, because you're not sure if you even like trucking.
Yeah. Well, you ain't tried
So,
everything.
right, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, if you're just getting your CDLs, well, I can't say that because I'll be because I unless you already know what you want. Because when I first went to see it before I went to CR England, I my brother drive, but he that's a whole different story. But when I first went to CR England, I knew what I wanted. Like I already knew that I was gonna lease, I was gonna buy, and that was it. You know, because I already knew. I already knew. Well, I didn't know because I really just really learned the industry. Tell you the truth, because we was CR England really fucked our heads up.
And this is before YouTube University, by the way. We couldn't just look on YouTube and see, hey,
Right,
this is my check from CR England, and it's like 14 days on his check,
right,
and he's saying,
right.
oh yeah, I made $4,500.
We was running, and there's still a lot of people out here doing it, and I wouldn't really do it again unless I'm kind of forced to go that way, unless I'm comfortable and I'm just like you or whatever. You already done did everything, and you're comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
you're a different story. But for
Well,
somebody out
I,
here,
I make trucking work for me. I don't work for trucking.
right, that's what I'm saying. You're a different story. But for somebody that's just getting in the industry, look, I would I would strongly suggest if you're in the industry and you know what you want to do, find you a trucking company and find you a trucking company, lease your truck, and get paid percentage. Because remember, at CR England and a lot of these other companies, they pay by the mile. So you're chasing, right? I've been chasing mileage, not percentage, and I
And
didn't
that fuck
understand that.
that fucks with your mind like you wouldn't believe.
Right? I would never. I would do driving for 65 cents or 60 cent or 70 cent. You that's pretty good, but it's still not better than percentage. But the average person drives, and now you're chasing the miles. It's like 3,000 miles running teams, 4 or 5,000. Dude, I can run 2,500 miles and make more than what you just made running 3,500 miles.
The biggest difference, if you're running miles, you're wearing out your equipment, you're wearing out yourself. If you're running percentage, you can manage yourself. You can manage the miles. You can take shortcuts. You can do it. It's yeah.
Right, and
It's
that's what
it's
I'm
it's
saying.
a total change in mindset.
Total, dude, total, like total. You know, and coming in, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell every driver that I talk to or meet. Like, dude, like if you're gonna be in this, find you a company that you can lease a truck from that's gonna help you with maintenance and get paid a percentage. You'll be much happier.
You'll understand the market
That's
better
just my
because
opinion.
yeah, you'll understand the market better, the actual trucking market. Because if you're getting paid by the mile, all those rates are set, and then there's a lot of stuff they ain't going to show you behind the scenes. They're not going to tell you, well, yeah, you're hauling that load for 65 cents a mile, but we made $10,000 on that load, and that's
You
all
know
our
what I'm saying?
profit.
Dude, can you imagine like and I used to argue with my buddy about this here. And then I actually thought about it because he hate I don't know if you ever I don't know if you was on my truck or you ever hear me talking to or mentioning this guy named Cartoon, or I called him Toon. Um uh like
He was
he's a
on he was on the Fresh Express, right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, me and him still buddies. He got so much going on, man. He be doing skits now. He sell clothes. He be going to gun shows. He got this here gun mount, nice gun mount, man, where you can mount it and put your gun on like it's a magnet to it, and you can cock it. It's
Yeah.
called up. Yeah, he sell that at gun shows. But me and him, we argue back. Me and him used to argue back and forth. Cause he's like, man, CR England is a bunch of bitches, man. Fuck CR England. I said, man, look, man. I said they gave us an opportunity, like they really gave me an opportunity. Like I said, like when nobody else hired me, I was a felon, and no experience or whatever. So it's like I always looked at CR England like I know you was raping. I know you was messing me around, but it's like you gave me a chance and an opportunity.
Yeah,
Man,
you can choose to you can choose to hate the game, or you can just learn the game they're playing.
right. But then I thought about it. I was like, man, can you imagine how much money they was making off us lease drivers?
That because we were a set cost. They
Right.
knew exactly what the truck cost and how much the driver cost and how much the fuel cost. We were a set parameter.
Like what we was probably making 40, 50 cent, 55 cent a mile, some shit like that. You know, they say a dollar. No, they what were they giving us? 90 cent or something like that, or a dollar 10,
It
whatever.
is I was making $1.10, and then with fuel bonus and stuff like
Right,
that.
that's
And
what I'm saying.
the most I ever made was $1.20.
Right, but I'm saying after they took everything out though, like after
No,
fuel, after
no,
the truck cost,
fuck.
after insurance, after they took everything out. Now
No, it was
they didn't have
44 cent a mile.
they didn't. That's what I'm saying, dude. They didn't have no overhead. And then like you said, like that Fresh Express coming out of California, dude, them Fresh Express loads was paying like almost $7,000-8,000 a mile. I mean a load.
A trip, yeah,
We went
going to
we,
Chicago.
dude, what was we getting off them? We were probably barely getting 15 to 20%.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
And we did it happily, and we cleaned our trucks, and we talked to the customers, and we're proud, and we trained their stupid students. Yeah, yeah.
Like then I thought about like, yeah, fuck them.
Oh, right. But no, we weren't mad though.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad at
not at
CR England.
not at the time, but I can see my guy point now. Like I can see Toon point now. Like they even like I'm a loyalist to a fault. Like I I get it, I understand it. They gave me an opportunity because like I say, when nobody else messed with me. So it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But now that I understand the game, it's like I just wish I wish I would have understood it. Like even when I got my truck and paid my truck off, I was still chasing the mileage. I was still
Yeah,
chasing the mileage instead of the percentage.
right.
And I would, like I said, I'll tell anybody that's getting in the
You
truck and
were you were still feeding an elephant on crumbs.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
not even crumbs. Shit, I wasn't even shit. They was getting a half a crumb. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
I but back to the topic though, man. If you don't, yeah, if you're a felon, you can do whatever you want to do, man. That I'm a two-time convicted felon, and it ain't stopped me from doing nothing that I want to do.
Don't let it break your spirit, right?
Yeah, yeah. Don't, don't let nobody. Cause if need, like I say, if you really want to get in trucking, you know, if need be, if you got somebody that'll look out for you, you know, if you got somebody to look out for you or whatever, shit, have them go help you purchase a truck and then put it on with a company. Then they really can't say shit to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying
Um.
it's ways around everything.
How many? And this is just man to man. How many mentors do you have?
Man, sad to say, man, really none. I wish I did have one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like somebody like me, you know, and nowadays people want to charge for mentorship and all that. Man, I'm not gonna pay nobody for that. Like, you know what? Let me take that back. I got a lot. Like, even you, like you, you a mentor to me. And what I mean by that is, so let me take that back. Let me take that back. Because when you say mentor, I'm looking at it from the aspect of somebody over me that's helping. But No. I got plenty of mentors. Like my phase one trainer. I still talk to him. You
Was
know.
that guy that lived in Jacksonville?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. He's still set to retire. Um. Well, shit. He's about to lease a truck and he sold his other truck. So I look at people like him. He's like 62, 63. I call him Unc. His
Yep.
name Dave from Unc. Um, I look at people like him that's 62, 63. You know what I'm saying? Still out here getting it. You know what I'm saying? I look at people like you that been around, been in the industry. Like I just called you what a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Hey KB, how you do this StreamYard shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
walk me through and say, hey man, just do this here, do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got shit, two, three, I got three, four mentors. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people that I can relate to. So yeah, when you
Oh,
look at a mentor, like I said, it can be your best friend that's a mentor.
yeah, yeah. When you're walking around truck stops and stuff like that, and you see people struggling, do you go out of your way to help them? You know, if you see somebody that's honestly struggling and they could use the help.
Yeah, if they're approachable. Yeah, if they're approachable and I see somebody like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I will.
I still do too. And like every once in a while, like somebody will walk up to me, like I know what I'm doing, and ask me a question. It's like, hey, I feel like I feel better about that.
Yeah, I just actually this guy truck and but truthfully that's the average trucker. Like truckers get a bad rep. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
let,
Like
let, let me paint the picture. He'll have a cell phone in one hand and a scale ticket in the other, and he's just staring at both, like what the hell to do. You know?
right, yeah, like we get a bad rep, man. Like the average trucker out here. I, I I'm finna give you something real simple. I'm finna give you something real simple, right? The average truck out here actually hold the door for each other.
Yeah,
Just something little like that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like the average trucker see you walking up or coming up to the door, actually open the door for you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now,
yeah,
now, if you walk around in public and you ain't got your Bluetooth on and walk to a grocery store, nobody gonna hold the door for you.
yeah. Like nobody
Oh,
like that's my point. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like we're kind of a rare breed, and the average truck out here, they would they would they kind of go out their way to help you.
yeah.
Not all of them. You got, and that's just like period. You got assholes in every genre and every
Right.
life aspect.
I,
But
I,
I'm
I,
talking
I,
about
I
the
tell you
average.
what, like when I started trucking with you, like most of the truck stops were really run down and stuff. And I remember Pilot and all them started rebuilding their truck stops, and now Love's is like really fucking nice. Every time
Yeah,
I walk
that's
into a
pretty much
Love's now, Love's used to be shit, but you walk into a Love's now, it's like, hello, welcome to Love's, and
right.
it's
You
like,
know what I'm saying? Fucking clean showers, clean restrooms. So yeah, yeah. Like I say, I just actually last week this guy he needed a jump, a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't know what he was doing, kind of. So, I popped my hood and whatever, showed him. I was kind of in a rush, so I showed him what to hook it up to and all that. And then jumped him off. He started his truck, lowered my hood or whatever. So, like, you never know when you're going to. I even go a step further. I was at a rest area. I needed a jump. This guy, you know what I'm saying? He seen me messing around. What he seen me doing was I was hooking my cables up to my reefer,
yeah,
and I was trying to get it started that way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But he seen me doing that or whatever. He's like, man, let me jump you, and he just pulled over, boom, we hooked the cables up. He jumped me off. Didn't know him from nowhere. White guy, you
and
know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of with truckers, and it's kind of strange. It's like trucking is really strange because it's like there's no race, but there is a race. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of colorless, but when you in the truck stop and you having them conversation, like I was telling you, I had the conversation with the guy
No,
with the.
yeah, you told me about this because you said there's more prejudice than there is racist.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Racism and like people get racism and prejudice fucking confused. You know what I'm saying? Like prejudice is like I don't want pepperoni on my pizza. I don't like pepperoni. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Prejudice is just saying I don't like you for whatever reason. It could be your color, it could be your smell, but I'm prejudiced towards you or
Oh,
your race.
we see it. Everyone
Right. You
hates
know
the
what I'm saying?
foreign
That's
drivers. Yeah.
but racism is if you can stop me from eating. And the average white person or average black person or whatever can't stop you from doing anything. As you know, now when you get to talking systematically, that's a whole different subject. But
Yeah, it's bigger.
individually, you can't be racist. You can't be racist towards me. You can say you can call me what you want to call me, but so that's just saying you don't like me.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And, and and biggest thing you
different.
learn in trucking is not everybody's going to like you. How many times have you been flipped off in traffic? Not everybody likes you.
Yeah, not everybody. Yeah, you gotta if you got your CB on, tell you get the fuck out the way, or you got your CB on, they gonna frown at you, whatever. Like, yeah, that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that,
It it
but
it, it, it takes a
everything,
thick skin.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't have thick skin, don't get in the trucking. If you don't, if you don't, if you don't have thick skin, or if you're not emotionally strong, don't get in the trucking.
it
Cause
it
like,
could it quickly can turn into solitary confinement.
without quickly, and the crazy part is you won't even know what's happening.
No, no, because Ted, that everything is built for us to like satiate ourselves. Like every truck stop is the best candy store, better than Willy Wonka ever fucking imagined. Energy
Yeah,
drinks, every flavor, every size. Like
yep, and
you can self medicate yourself out here on the fucking road till you die.
yeah, you won't even you get what Star Trek say? Resistance is futile.
Oh yeah, dude, walk into a Love's right now and look at how beautiful that candy is lit up. Individual shelves have LED lights, like everything. It's like the fucking Price is Right.
The chip, like I say, man, in every road or every truck stop, it's like if you don't like it at the Pilot, you're gonna like it at the Flying J. If you don't like it at the Flying J, you're gonna like it at the Petro. Like they got it set up, man.
Yeah,
Even the trucks, even the trucks nowadays, even the trucks now, like some of these companies is putting TVs in them, and now they automatics, and now
come be a truck driver. We'll make you
they know
very
what they know what
comfortable.
they know what they're doing. But that's why you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan, man, to get out. Like, and especially if you got somebody, if you got a wife or a friend or somebody that's gonna help you with the plan to get out. Like, unless you love it, because
Yeah,
it's some guys out here they love it, and I
yeah,
don't knock that. I don't. Everything is mathematically sound. So, and and I was telling my cousin this. Everybody, and I always relate. So don't don't get I don't want to say offended them, but I always equate everything to drug selling because that's what I did. So that's how it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like I told my cousin, everybody on the block can't have a key. Everybody on the block can't have a kilo. You got to have somebody out there that's selling the dimes and nicks. Like
Yeah.
you can't have everybody can't own a trucking company. You got to have somebody to drive the trucks. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just like the queen bee and the worker bee,
Yeah.
the queen ant and the worker ant. It's just what life is. So
100%.
yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's just what life is. But like I say, man, if don't let nobody tell you you can't do it, felony or not, like felony or not, man. You gonna have haters no matter what you do. You
Yeah.
know,
So you've been around the industry long enough to see the ups and the downs and stuff like that. What do you
believe me,
feel? What do you feel is going to happen in the future? What's your kind of outlook?
oh shit, man. Uh, self-driven trucks, self self-driven trucks. If we can see it now, that's coming. Um, AI gonna knock out a lot of jobs. So like we're good though. We're good. But our kids' generation, a lot of trucking is gonna be a lot of trucking gonna be AI driven. That's just where everything is going. Like you know that's where everything is going. So a lot of stuff, you know, like we was talking, uh, we think rate cuts are now. I think rates are gonna get lower because a lot of stuff, even though a lot of stuff, it's gonna be a lot of cost cuts, but we're not the driver's not gonna see it, which we should. You
Right.
know, it's gonna be a lot of cuts in the industry that the driver should benefit from, but the owner of the trucks is gonna benefit from, and they're
Well,
not gonna back down.
think about it. When you bought your truck from CR England, you could bank on that truck making 7 miles per gallon, right? On a good day, maybe 8,
Yep, yep. Well, yeah, 6.5 to seven, something like that.
and
Back
that
then,
was 2012 Cascadia.
yep, I think so.
Yeah. Today, that has to be you have to make 8 to 9 miles per gallon.
Yep, yep, yep. At least
So if
seven, at least like you
it,
saying 7.5 to 8, 8.5, 7.5.
yeah,
Yep, yep.
and that's where the money's at. You can't be a cowboy out here anymore.
No, 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 no. Them days are long gone, man. And now, you know, and 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 that's not to discourage nobody,
No.
because one right now you can book on the transportation industry. Like it's not gonna go nowhere, but it's gonna change, and you got to be aware of the changes.
It's still
So
making money. There's still
yeah,
money
that's what I'm
changing
saying.
hands, you know?
Right, that's what I'm saying, and it's gonna forever be money changing hands. But what's gonna be your percentage? What's gonna be your take? You know what I'm saying? And I truly think the industry, as far as getting paid wise, it's gonna go it's gonna go backwards. Because you got to think, and people always and I'm gonna be interested to see this here next year. Because they saying that the rates are gonna go back up or whatever. But if I'm paying you, if I'm paying you $5, and then I start paying you 4.50, and you get comfortable with that 4.50, why would I give you that 50 cent back?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
No, it's like Patrice Neal O'Neill always said. You know, look at the price of sneakers. They were $49, and then all of a sudden they were $100, and everyone freaked out.
Right.
And then they brought it down to $89, and everyone was like, "Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's
You
not a
get what
hundred
I'm
dollars
saying?
anymore." Yeah.
Right. And now some shoes are 160, 200, 150.
No, thank you.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and the fuel prices are higher. It's like, why, if I can get this here and take this, why would I get that back and raise that back up? I lower that back down. And
No.
if I'm making money, like
And the thing about you were saying about AI and stuff, like the pandemic it freaked everybody out. Prices went through the roof. We were making money like crazy. And then all the brokers and everybody in the industry said, we got to stop this shit. We can't have the truckers making all the money.
right. You
So
know,
now everything is AI, everything is satellite pinpoint. You can't book a load today without satellite tracking and cell phone tracking. And it ain't gonna happen. Or they'll charge you 500-600 bucks if they lose tracking. They're making money at every angle. There
right. That
no prices are never going to get out of hand again. No one's going to win against technology. We're not using steam locomotives anymore.
right. And but that not but now what you just said. Now what you just said, right? Now think about that 5 or 10 years from now.
Yeah, I
Think about
almost
that.
can't. As
But you get, dude, it's finna, like, they're we're already here. We're already
yeah,
here. You just got to become part of it or get left behind.
yeah,
It's one of the two. Either you're gonna become part of it and you're gonna learn it so it can benefit you, or you gonna get left behind and not knowing what the fuck a AI is, or not knowing what 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 different prompt styles is, or how it can help you in the industry, or how it can help you in life. Dude, you gotta get and it's coming fast. It's coming fast.
yeah. Nobody's selling VCR tape rewinders anymore.
Nope, no more bootleggers, baby.
Nope.
No, no more of that guy on that. No more of that guy standing in front of the liquor store trying to sell you a CD. That shit is out the
No,
door.
no, no.
Uh, you
That's
gonna walk
terrible.
them up. They're gonna be selling. You gonna walk up. They're gonna be trying to sell you a thumb drive.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me. There's all sorts of music on this.
Yeah,
I
you got
yeah.
movies. You got movies. You got your music. I got everything on here, baby.
Oh man, that's too funny. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by, man. I think we had a pretty good discussion, and I
Yeah,
think the
man.
kids will get a lesson out of it that hey, there's hope even if you got a felony. Fucking get in the trucking industry.
Man, I said, and I appreciate you having me. This was actually a nice experience. Um, but I said 100 times, looking in the camera, don't let nobody tell you you can't do what you want to do with a felon. I'm a two-time convicted felon. I done had my real estate license. I done did mortgages. I got my CDLs. I done bought a truck. I trade the market, the stock market, the currency market. You know, it's like learning. Learning is up to you. You just gotta want to learn and be motivated. Can't nobody give you that. That
Yeah,
comes from stuff. Can't nobody give you. Can't nobody give you motivation. So yeah. With that being said, man, like yeah, you a felon, man. I'm just one of them persons, motherfucker, and I hate when people say that. Like, oh, I'm a convicted felon. Ain't nobody gonna hire me. Ain't no. Well, That's called It's called what they call that self. You defeating yourself, self defeat.
Yeah.
No, you defeating yourself. Like, how you gonna tell me what I can and can't do? I tell everybody I can fly a motherfucking rocket if somebody show me how.
Yeah. The hard part's landing.
Huh?
The hard part's landing.
Shit, landed in the ocean. They'll come and get you.
Yeah. So promote yourself a little bit there. I know you got yourself a YouTube channel.
Like I say, it's free game TV. Y'all can come check it out. I got other things that's in the pipeline too. That's coming. Hopefully KB will have me back on and I have everything together more. But
Oh yeah.
free game TV, like it's just basically talking about the stock market, the currency market, the forex market is the same. I throw a little politics in there, but yeah, that's about it. I got my blog sites, and like I say, KB have me back on. I probably have all that together, but right
Yeah.
now everything is just taking off. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
KB, hey man, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce you out of the stream so I can get to the comments. I'm sure the comment section blew up like crazy, but I appreciate your time, brother.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, KB. Appreciate it.
Yep. I'll catch you later, man.
All right.
All right, kids. That was he went by Raw. I'm not going to say what his actual name is, because he's a felon. We're not supposed to tell him. Tell on him. Oh my God, we probably have a lot of comments. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of them, but no, I wanted to have a special guest that's near and dear to my heart because I was watching Wheelburner today, and he had a couple guests pop in there and ask about hey, I got a felony and I want what companies can I go to get in on the trucking industry? And I wanted to do this show just for those kind of people that might have their hope messed up. You can get into the industry. Trust me, you can do it. So that's the whole reason behind Church of Wheel Felons. Look at me doing professional shit around here. Let's try to get to some comments. Tolga was first. Scott Free was first. Tolga was first. I know you kids were speaking to each other. Red Lady was first. Recycled Hooligan was first. This trucking life, this Walmart life. Felons are people too. That's right. I don't know if I even want to ask questions. I'm going to bounce through the comments, but I'm wondering if Walmart will accept felons. Red Lady, Snorlord, Metalhead Viking, Caveman Trucker, who's a valued channel member, by the way. What the hell's going on around here? We're just YouTubing. Let's see. There's still 28 minutes for high quality conversation, so I'm going to bother you folks in our 27 minutes with my gorgeous jokes. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Old School Trucking, good seeing here. Glad you stopped by. Egghead Rocks, good seeing here. What's up, y'all? It's great to see you kids in here, the regulars. Egghead Rocks. Seeing you on the Recycled Hooligan. I think I can. Okay, I can't give out moderator status from StreamYard, but if I see you in a live sometime, or if I watch my own replay, gang, sometimes I'll watch these videos. This one I'll watch again just to make sure the audio is okay. I have my audio boosted right now, so I hope I'm not like blowing out your speakers if you're listening to this on headphones or on your radio in your semi-truck or what have you. Mr. B's, B's and T's, thought it was 7 p.m. We started a little early. And howdy from North Crackalacky. Good seeing here. Good seeing here. Motobomb, Virginia. This is interesting. SST's in here. I made it on time, kinda. This Trucking Life Temp Agency. Egghead rocks. Oh yeah, Ted was talking about the government programs to get your CDL, and forgive him for saying CDLs. It's part of his culture. He says Illinois as well. SST. I've committed many felonies, just no charges or convictions. That's the way you're doing it. I'm not going to be able to pull all the comments. I just want to catch up with you kids a little bit. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Scott Free saying two DUIs in Georgia and never get a CDL. Every state's different. Right on. Ruby's in here. We're seeing some hooligan friends. Wait, hold on. Hello, howdy, friends and neighbors. SST saying, I think ex-cons make perfect drivers. They're used to living in a box, and dispatchers basically cat-like parole officers. Oh man, I act like, not cat-like. We knew what you meant. Mr. B saying, a lot of felonies can be taken off your record after 7 years. Yeah, they call it an expungement, I believe. Scott Free, that's how long it took for me to have the right to vote again. Good to hear. 7 years. SST, statute of limitations is a real bitch. I was joking around with Wheelburner a couple of days ago. I said the statute of limitations has served you well. He laughed. Riding on Ruby. The local DMV in my state back in the 80s did something with my license, lost my class, and they wouldn't give it back. They said I'd go take the test and do it all over again, so I have B. Do it. Get your class A. Wheel burglar is actually in the house. Briefly, about an hour ago, probably, saying, "Hey, good seeing you, Wheel Burner." I'm just gonna bounce through the comments. Wheel Burner just walked through the door. Just walked in the door. I hope they got your truck figured out. I almost wanted to yell at you today for, well, why aren't you fixing your own truck? There, owner operator. We got some good people in the house today. I'm sorry I ignored you, but we kind of had a important show there. We were talking with Raw. I don't know why he didn't go by his real name. I don't go by my real name either. If you were listening carefully, you would have caught my real name. I use an alias over here. Over here. I am the gas pastor, Sterling Wheel. Wheel burner. Trucking is giving us a very comfortable life. Kids, educations, and so forth. Wheel burner and Dar, their kids are so wonderful. Toga. Let me see here. Jackknife TV, valued channel member. Good seeing her. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Wheel burner saying, I totally disagree. You can make a lot more money out on the street than you can trucking. I can back that up. You're performing under Canadian rules. I've always made better money in trucking than I did selling drugs. Who said I ever sold drugs? I didn't lie. Red Lady, a lot of felonies can be expunged. It all depends on the state's requirements, classification, and felony you got. Red Lady is finally a channel member, by the way. Mr. B, back in the day, I used to make mad money in trucking. Those days are way gone and never coming back. It kind of ended with me. You know, paper logs. With paper logs, I could make the money. Wheelburner agrees. Jackknife saying money can buy you happiness, but a lot of money you can dig your own hole pretty fast. Marry the wrong person, getting canned investments, sometimes more money, more problems. That's true. Scott Free, it doesn't matter what you do. Everyone got to figure their self out, sale out point. Right, right. Wheelburner saying smash the like button. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. For a while there, I don't know if Shannon probably shared the live show out or Wheel Burglar. But we had almost 20 people in the house for a little bit. A shout out to the replay gang. Thank you for watching this in replay. Let me know if it's up to your standards. Yes, I joke around. Unsubscribe, dislike, disavow, disembowel. You know what to do. Seriously, this is YouTube. You've watched YouTube long enough that I don't have to tell you to press the like button and subscribe and all the other hookery do. It's unnecessary. I don't have to tell you what to do. We are adults here. Old school trucking. Money bought me happiness, then came to excess baggage, women with kids, which dug me a financial hole I can't seem to recover from. It happens. It happens. But I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate you bringing blinker fluid. Scott Free. Clint Eastwood said it best. Every man should know their limitations. 100%. Or at least the boundaries. At least the boundaries, right? Man's got to know his limitations. Shannon Thomas Elizabeth Trucking's in the house. Value channel member, by the way. I like to tell people what to do. Just kidding, except for my kids. Talk about somebody that's got some wonderful kids. Someday, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna send a private jet to Dar and Brian, and I'm gonna have them bring their family down to Las Vegas, and then I'm gonna send another private jet to Shannon, and she's gonna pick up her family, and everybody's gonna meet in Vegas and have a family off. Everyone just goes to a casino and just completely guts out the entire buffet. Just a family off. Jackknife, I never received a raise as company driver ever. I've never had to ask for one. I get them. SST, I know a kid on year 15 of a 25-year prison sentence that hopes to drive one day. If he's already served 15 years, it's probably different in Florida, but if he was on the West Coast, they'd kick him out. 15 years, you done good. Be well with yourself. Oh, Tyke Truckin' was in the house. I apologize I didn't get to the comments earlier. We were having a good conversation. SST. We won't live long enough to collect SSI. It ain't gonna happen. How are we supposed to pay the trillions of dollars in debt by getting rid of SSI? I bought a short bus, started mobile mechanic business. Good on you. Reformed diesel mechanic right here. Commercial insurance is $85 a month. My average so far 2 months is $950 a day for every day I answer the phone. You done good. Build a relationship with Schneider. They will serve you well. Egghead Rock. Speaking of bosses, wipes home. See y'all. Good seeing you here, Egghead Rocks. Thanks for stopping by on a live. Tyke Truck, and there won't be any pensions or Social Security. A whole money system is coming down in flames. My biggest worry is that they go after Bitcoin and gold. You know, that happened in the past, by the way. I'm just bouncing through the comments. I do I do apologize. Extortion is a lucrative racket. That's right. Oh, right here, Tyke Trucking. Your pension fund will be in a high-risk hedge fund and will soon disappear. Just make sure it's aligned with Tesla. CB saying, sorry I'm late. Was busy restacking all my retirement money. He wasn't nefarious in that comment. That might be the most truthful thing CB has ever said. He is a yacht broker in Florida, by the way. Riding on Ruby. I've been driving for 40 years, have no pension, and Social Security keeps saying I make too much money because I took early retirement. They had to keep my money, so you're screwed. That's the system, right? It's the system. It's always going to work against you. Jackknife TV with the news. Ted and I were talking about Raw. Ted was the sun god today. Yellow's participation. No, that's. Oh, he's going to punch me in the face next time I see him. Yellow's participation in Central States Pension Fund remains terminated effective July 23rd, 2023. As of July 23rd, 2023, active members stopped earning additional pension benefit to date. So, terminated. No more pension. What you earned is what you get, right? Generational theft is the American way. That's right. Scott Free, stack the cash. I know cash free society is coming. The way they'll end it is to give a turn in program without consequences. That's an interesting point of view. Because they made gold illegal a while back, so that'll happen. It's a good point. The Black Swan event that everyone's hoping, thinking, says might happen. All they got to do is shut off the electricity for 6 months, and America goes back to being great again. With a lot of sacrifice. Oh, I don't want to see it, but that's gonna happen. The thing to remember is I'm starring this comment. Scott Free won the internet today. The thing to remember, people, is this: you're a free-range human on a tax farm. What did Radiohead say? You're a pig in a cage on antibiotics. Scott Free, my pops used to say, if money was a child, then Uncle Sam is up. Oh, year 2000. Say you start at age 38, investing in your typical mutual fund. Average rate turns is 10 to 12 for the last 40 years. Yeah. Yeah. And there's the math for you. Jackknife TV has math today. How dare you bring math upon my beautiful channel? They'll never take me alive. That's what I'm planning. Scott Free, Jesus says, we talk too much about God as we do about money. The world will be a better place. God's not money. Scott, you ain't wrong. That's right. Old school trucking. Being a felon restricts a person from certain jobs. Trucking is one job felons can get into. I didn't mention it on the show, but my uncle did it, and he did pretty well for himself. He really did. My spam settings are set really tight, so on StreamYard I can't tell if somebody's bombing comments or anything like that. But I trust you moderators to take care of business. Scott Free, you weren't even required to have a driver's license unless you were doing commerce on the streets. It started as a chauffeur's license, right? I don't know if they had that in Britain. I don't know if they called it a chauffeur's license. Character, not color. Right. Character, not religion. Welcome back was listening carefully. Guidance, definitely. I've had none. You got some now. Well, you got some good people around you right now. When does the anger and rage start? That's a good question. Welcome back. Um, the problem with anger and rage is that it will be used against you. Um, much like in the last 10 years, uh, our tolerance has been used against us. So don't buy into the anger and rage. They want you to be that way. And by they, I mean they. You know who I mean. Come on now. I'm that much of a luddite that I thought a free Wi-Fi at a restaurant was a dessert. Free Wi-Fi. Wonder what it would taste like. Ones and zeros. Scott Free Hooligan, I'm 56. Best years of my life are for here and on out. Wisdom, experience, and a desire to be a better human being. Surrounded by better human beings is my win. I feel like that at my age right now. I don't know how old I am. I forgot how old I was last week. And I haven't made an effort into finding out how old I am right now. I'm going to let this ride for a little bit, you know? It's okay to forget how old you are. Red Lady, I wish I had heard this conversation when I was younger and on probation. Yeah, I'm a truck driver. Red Lady. Valued channel member. By the way, as a channel member, you get to see me naked. Ask Red Lady. Good conversation. I'm glad you kids like the show. I haven't had a guest on any of my shows in quite a while, and I was driving along today thinking about it, and I saw Wheelburners live, and there were a few kids that popped in there asking about getting into the trucking industry at the Felony. There's another one that pops around. His name's Moet Chandon. I do have his email address, and I kind of just let it drop by the side. He got into the industry I think last year, and I think he's gotten burned out a little bit, and he keeps talking about leasing a truck, but he hasn't been around the industry long enough to do that. Do not lease a truck if you can help it. You can lease a truck and play around with it, but you might burn out too quickly. Don't buy a truck and take all the responsibility for at least 2 years. Jackknife, I do see your super chat, but I'll get to it. Jackknife TV, not me. The only thing the internet's done for me is bankrupt me. Goddamn OnlyFans. Limit yourself. Okay, here's how OnlyFans works. Limit yourself to 3 subscriptions. And never subscribe more than 2 months on any subscription. Red Lady just gifted 5 memberships, so 5 more people will get to see me naked. Do with it as you wish. No, but if you're addicted to OnlyFans, no more than 3 subscriptions, and rotate them. Get rid of one. Get rid of one every couple months. You can add another, but never subscribe to more than 3 at a time. Listen, I know you're addicted, right? Just don't let it get out of hand. Pun intended. I'm going to bounce comments. I'm not going to be able to read them all. I used to drive for a company that had front and rear facing camera. Every time I stopped about 5 minutes, I'd get a phone call from a distance. What are you doing? Why are you out of the truck? That's too much. A white t-shirt hasn't found peace yet. Tolga, you do not have an OnlyFans account. Stop it. That is a hilarious joke, by the way. You want to know why I have a problem? Why I don't have a problem with gay men? I want Uncle Sam to fuck me in the ass every week. Oh, that's a good one. You want to know how I know homosexuality is a choice? Because if you could reach yourself, every single one of you would finish men. Am I right? Am I right? That's how you know that's a choice. Come on, nobody is born that way. If you could reach your own, you would. Way back in the day, when a man or woman got out of prison, most of them had skills like cabinet making, woodworking, auto body work, painting, sewing, farming, and auto and truck repairs. The state of Nevada, here's something cool. It doesn't exist anymore. The state of Nevada used to train police, the prisoners used to train police dogs and break horses for the BLM. So when you come to Nevada, we've got wild horses like crazy, and you adopt a horse from Nevada from the BLM. It was trained, it was broken by the prisoners. And we used to stamp license plates up until about 2006. Mr. Beast. Now we no longer do any of that. That's right. They made it illegal to work prisoners. I saw a story. I think Jackknife TV shared it about there's a place in Tennessee that was using child labor. 12 to 14-year-olds and stuff. And it's like, how come child labor in America is bad? But we're totally cool with this vest made in Bangladesh by a 7-year-old, and this phone made in South Korea by a 9-year-old. Come on, America. Make child labor great again. Oh. Old school trucking. Sad part is prisoners nowadays are there to do time instead of learning a good job skill. The system understands. It's like they said about the Romans: give them bread and give them circuses. And that's what's happened to society as a whole. We all have social media, and we spend too much time jacking off to TikTok, mentally or physically. Yeah, give them bread and circuses. You don't want people being better. You want them to just kind of flop around and get fat and not be good in the military, but be excellent for the pharmaceutical industry. Tyke trucking. I've been in trouble with the law. Have what we call form for violent crime, but never done time. Good to hear you. I'm gonna bounce comments. I do apologize. This wasn't a comment show, but I appreciate you for stopping by and watching. It was a good show, right? I think it did okay. Scott Free. So this channel do any motorcycle comment? Yes. Content? Yes. My channel is very loosely put together. I am Sterling Wheel. I am an enthusiast of wheels, so you will see trucking content, you will see motorcycle content, you will see Volkswagen content, you will see Land Rover content, you will see drone content, you will see. What else do I do? Oh, every once in a while I'll do like an adventure, like kind of like a mini documentary. You'll see that. This is a variety channel. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into anything. My channel is for me and my friends. So I consider you a friend if you're wasting your time watching this, wasting your life subscribing and liking and all the stuff that you're required to do. You don't have to become a member. It's fine. My channel is not for everybody. It's for the few that can stand me. So that's what this is. You'll read it in my description. This is my hobby. This is my hobby. It's barely monetized. I do accept super chats. I do have a Cash App and a PayPal. Keeps the lights on. Keeps me in good camera equipment. And so that's what's going on around here, Scott Free. This is a community. This is a very important community, and you're welcome here. Recycle Hooligan vouches for you. Red Lady says, Scott Free, unsubscribe, dislike. I like doing different stuff. That's a good one right there. Yes, Sterling does trucking, bikes, and Spanish wrenching. Oh, I dream. Okay, I'll give you some motorcycle content right now. Right now, I'm dreaming of doing an iron butt on the Yammers now that it's running and I could point it in a direction and ride. I need to do 1,500 miles in 24 hours. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. That's crossing my mind right now, Scott. Also, I'm looking at rebuilding carburetors on my 1980 Goldwing. I've been slacking on that, so that'll be a video here in the near future. I need to get that bike on the road. And then I built Red Lady. The Sport Lady is a 1200 Sportster with a cam, some hot cams in it, and Billetron Electron carburetor on it, and power commander. And fucking thing rips. That is a beast of a motorcycle. It's fun too. Did the suspension and tires on it, and it's a fun little bike. Red Lady loves it. It's quite the scooter. Fastest Vespa you'll ever see. But I do apologize for skipping comments and stuff. I do have to go to bed here in a little bit. I do this at the end of my day. The Church of Wheel. Cool. First time Hooligan put me onto this channel. I appreciate you, Scott Free. Look around. Make yourself comfortable. Oh, I make some horrible jokes. Trust me. If you think Tolga makes terrible jokes, you need to be around when I do a live show from home. It gets out of hand. When I have my little soundboard and I can throw in some sound effects, and when I'm comfortable and I'm not sitting in a semi truck, that's when I really open up. And watch out, because Tolga can throw some jokes around here. Trucking with T-Bone. Haven't seen you around the channel in a while. Glad you commented. I'll make you a moderator next time I get a chance. Good seeing here. Tyke Trucking. I have another channel called Rebel Rockers. Rock and roll, some UK biking and music. Good seeing here, Trucking with T-Bone. And everybody hates Obama. Come on now. Welcome to the channel, Scott Free. It's all about supporting one another and having fun, keeping it real. Red Lady knows. Red Lady knows. Tolga saying, Mr. Best Favorite, though. Welcome to Loves. Even Flying J's starting to do it. Yeah, welcome to Flying J. Tyke Truck and saying, I'm a racist because there are different races. No, you participate in racing vehicles. If you drive faster than other cars, you're a racist because you participate in racing. It's all about the rich and the poor. People also confuse stereotyping with racism. Yeah, Raw. I'm going to call him by his real name. I asked him the difference between racism and bigotry there. There's only one race, the human race. I even dislike the French. As long as you hate everybody equally, we're good. I can't read that one out loud. You know why. It has to do with our digital overlords. Old school trucking. I'm a patriotic American. I dislike the government that runs this country. You and I need to speak about Tom Woods and Dave Smith. We could talk for hours, but I ain't got that kind of time right now. As you slowly go insane inside the cab of your truck. Heard a thing the other day. It got me thinking. I was born on this planet. Who are you to charge me for being here? Right. Right. Jackknife TV saying, by the way, I keep looking out the windshield because there's like a bike trail. It used to be a railroad track, and I don't know. It's cool to just see people riding their bikes and jogging, walking their dogs and stuff. I sit here and observe the real world. Right here is fantasy. Just cause I tell you, get the F out of the way, you're a freaking moron. It doesn't necessarily mean I don't like you. It just means being stupid. Wasting my time, which costs me money. That is the trucker prayer. Put that on a t-shirt. That needs to be all over the back of the shirt. That's the trucker prayer right there. French know how to cook and eat, though. Yeah, and women with armpit hair sometimes are sexy. Just saying. Fight me. French wine. Scott Free, Tolga, Darwin says survival of the fittest as well. That's right. Oh, we are currently just outside of Portland, Oregon. For those of you that don't understand what I do for a living, I don't know. I don't know what I do. I'm a hobbyist, enthusiast, um, slave. Well, indentured servant. I mean, come on. We're in the land of trout. We are in Troutdale, Oregon. This is where trout was invented. Some might say that God invented trout. No, it was Senor Trout of Polynesia by way of Portugal invented uh, trout. Scott Free saying no one wants to be a worker bee though. Yeah, we were talking about there's a queen bee, and you got to have workers. It's also correct, but we don't need that in the humankind society anymore. Intelligence is way more important in our culture than muscles, to be honest. Yeah, look at how much Tyke Truckin. Well, he'd be able to answer this. Um, in the 1600s, I believe it was, or the 1700s, they started printing Bibles. Like before, the monks used to handwrite Bibles. It's probably pre 1600, but there was a printing press. I think it was the Roth. Started with an R. It was a printing press, and they started printing Bibles like crazy. And look at how much society took off from the 1600s to the 1800s, and so intelligence is more important than strength, which is why TikTok in America is about jiggly female bits, and in China it's about being a good, productive member of society. Interesting. Whatever your views are on TikTok, that's the fucking truth. TikTok exists because women want to look at themselves while they're watching another woman jiggle her stuff and comment on it. That's not what TikTok is in China. Mr. B, I agree with most of your political statements, so don't feel bad that I'm skipping. Jackknife, it's a business. There's winners, there's losers. You kids and your commentary. I really appreciate you. I really do. Old school trucking. Same here. I voted for him because I believed it would have been good for society. I knew he was a shyster, but I also understood that the world needed America to have a black president, and that was more important to me than anything else at the time. More important than the people that were running against him. So that's why I voted for Barack the first time. Second time, I had to say no, and that was about the time that I became a hardcore libertarian. So you know who I voted for. Scott Free Genghis Khan had it right. Ooh. Forgot the percentage, but there's a decent amount of percentage of people still carrying the Genghis Khan's genes. Last I heard, it was 63% of the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tyke. And yes, that's a common joke. Scott Free, gotta go tend the grill. Whoever your God is, I hope God blesses you. Hope the path I walk crosses some of yours. Take care, find happiness and peace where you can. Good night. Scott Free, I know you're probably not here right now, but thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. And thank you for the well wishes and dear blessings. Tolga, you're forgiven. We understand you're a crazy foreigner. It's you don't have to worry about your misspellings. And I agree with you, Mr. Beast. I can't read it out loud. I'm trying to bomb comments here. Oh, Scott Free seems like a good dude, right? I'm glad he stopped by. Learning is just the repetition, also all about time. Man, a lot of these guys are trapped just like rats, fresh out of prison, sent right back to a place they caught the felony, no jobs, no skills, on a probation, forced to live in a place that has Shannon Thomas Trucking. No jobs, only go right back into the drug dealing. Shannon Thomas, value channel member. Great show, Mr. Red Lady. And sir, thank you, Shannon. Red Lady saying very good show. If he can share his channel's link, it would be nice because there are multiple channels with the same name. I will look it up and put it in the description of this video. I do apologize. Yeah, I seem to be a good fellow. I love Ted. He's a good dude. Start at the bottom of the comment and work backwards. Tyke must be he must be under the weather because he didn't call me a thick cunt. Don't mind messages, Sterling. I was just bothering the people as always. You may always bother people in the comments with your messages. If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. If the mountains crumbled to the sea, there would still be you and me. DIY semi ripping off blues music again. Or was that Led Zeppelin? We will never know. Well, it's good seeing her, DIY. Old school trucking. Walmart's fleet might be touchy at best, depending on the severity. That's kind of what I'm wondering. And yes, I agree with Tolga. Best interest by DIY. DIY Zeppelin. And scene. Mr. B's B's and T's. I would like to wish everyone a happy Easter. By the time you wake up tomorrow, it'll be Good Friday. It doesn't mean much to me. I know it means a lot to a lot of other people. And enjoy. Tomorrow is going to be a Good Friday, whether you participate in it or not. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. And here on the West Coast, we've got some bad weather on the horizon. I could show you right now. It's bad weather. I'm going to have a difficult time getting home tomorrow with an empty trailer. Oh. Fortunately, he's not reading my messages yet. Mr. B's working on your own truck these days. Voids the warranty. the nasty trick that's going on right now, which has been adopted from the automotive industry. The automotive industry, let's say you got a BMW. Yes, I'm going to say BMW because fuck BMW for this. They can tell if the customer has their own diagnostic equipment, their own code reader. Every time you connect to the computer in a BMW car, Porsche does it as well. Not sure about Mercedes. It logs a diagnostic reading event, kind of like your credit rating. It is a soft inquiry. Can you fucking believe this? Plug a scan tool into BMW, and it has a social credit score of one soft inquiry that you wanted to shut off your check engine light because you didn't screw your fuel cap on tight enough, or your oil cap. That's another one too. Engines are pressurized now. They don't vent to the atmosphere. The crankcase vent burns. There's no out exterior crankcase vent. Semi trucks are like that now. They can tell if you clear your own check engine lights. Well, dealerships for trucks are starting to do that now. Freightliner is starting to do that. They are charging you a diagnostic connection fee, which could range up to $350 from what I heard. But basically the government is saying, hey, we're from the EPA and we need to know if anyone's deleting these trucks, and we also need to know if they're resetting their own fault lights for smog related. We need to know if they're making their own manual regens, and you're in charge of making sure that everyone's compliant. And every time you do a manual regen, you need to put the VIN number into our system. So Mr. Beast is saying right there, working on your own truck these days voids the warranty. That is a possibility. It also is a liability. So if you buy a brand new truck, don't touch it, leave it alone, bring it to the dealership for everything. Congratulations, you own a BMW now. I'm not happy about that. I want to get into a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I'm going to save it. We've been doing this for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I can't stand myself anymore. Don't be surprised if you can't reach out to government departments. Good Friday. Hold on. Red Lady's dad just called me. Red Lady, can you see what he wants? You was selling drugs. Wrong! Cash King Trucking's in the house. Have you had many premium loads? I know that's DIY. David Edwards, valued channel member. Hey, all. Just got shut down. Voluntarily, I hope. David Edwards, cut electricity for 6 months. TikTokers going to start eating their family members at 15 minutes. Forget 6 months. Mostly me kids 16. That's right. Toga is banned savagely by Sterling. You will never be banned on this channel. You will be promoted. Jackknife TV, that last comment, I'm sorry to say, but I think on January 6th, everyone was carrying a mean, things be a little different. It was a psyop. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I'll pass on the Naked. Too late, you're a channel member. And Red Lady has to pay up. Tolga's laughing. Red Lady gifted 5 Sterling Wheel memberships. Does that mean Tolga finally got a membership? Haji McFarland, I pay for OnlyFans by having my own OnlyFans. Circular revenue. But hold on. You guys are gonna go blind. Tolga, Buck Brown, SST sick. My name is nobody. I'm already too excited for OnlyFans stuff. Red Lady says, "You're welcome, Tolga." Okay, I'm gonna. God damn, you kids were on fire tonight. Comment section got out of control. Moto Bomb, Virginia. Or is it Moto Baum? I like variety. I gotta have variety in my life. I can't stand YouTube channels that just do the same thing all over all the time. Old school trucking. If I had a real life, I wouldn't be here. God designed it that way. Like touching grass type stuff. You just watch grass on YouTube. Jackknife, yes, that is a thing. You can watch grass on YouTube 24 hours a day. You can also watch women. Cassius King had mentioned it on his channel that there is a woman that just sleeps on camera. Her name is Chubby Wife, I think. She's from the Philippines, I believe. And on my Snore Writer channel, my secondary channel, I get weird recommendations. And yeah, she sleeps. You get to watch her, get to look at her feet. Wife has a friend that works for Hefty Trash Bags. They told him they'll pay employees to learn Spanish so they can work with the other associates. Take the training, free training. Better learn Mandarin as well. Chinese is not a language, it's Mandarin. Red Lady loves her Sportster. Tolga. We know both of you could be, you can't be worse than me, but what? I can be way worse than you. Trust me. There's enough evidence of me being awful on the internet. Over in Roger Trout, $15.99, I believe. The Bible was mass-produced after the invention of the printing press in 1450. The Gutenberg Press. Thank you. Thank you. This is why I do live shows. Produced over 100 copies of the Bible for the first time in 1452. Mr. B's won the internet. I know somebody, Scott Free won the internet. Everybody can win the internet. It's a big place. Thank you. Thank you. Just a little bit off. Yeah. Chinese authorities also invented the banknote. Oh. I'll forgive them for fireworks. Gutenberg Press. I don't know what you're. Tyke truck and you fail. Mr. Scott's a good guy. Mr. B, it's all good. You skipping over my comments. I understand. 100% understand why. Yeah, because YouTube might be watching. Nah, it's. I gotta get to the bottom of the comments. Tyke Truckin', Mr. B's, you out fact check me. Yeah, fact hunt Tyke is in the house, but he was sleeping. Red Lady, he wanted to know if you're coming over for Easter dinner. I told him you're on the road. He left me a message. Red Lady's dad called during the show. He's not a subscriber. Sadness and sorrow. This is a good show too. He would have enjoyed the show. Easter dinner. I'm going to show you kids right now what it's like being a truck driver. So I'm madly in love with Red Lady. And she just said, hey, there's a family get together. Can you participate? And me as a truck driver, the first feeling is a little bit of sorrow because I feel bad I have to disappoint because I have to work and keep this country running. The second feeling is a little bit of anger because I'm not saying Red Lady did this, but sometimes when people say, hey, there's a family get together, you get mad at that person because that person knows you're on the road, you know? So sometimes you get a little bit of anger. First you get sorrow, then you get anger. I guess it's the stages of grief, right? What's the next 3 stages of grief? Acceptance. I don't remember. But that's weird, right? Like as a truck driver, like somebody at home that you love says, "Hey, we got this going on." And you gotta suck it up and you got to say, "I'm sorry, Red Lady, I'm making money." And she goes, "Oh, that's okay." That, in reality, Red Lady is like, "Well, yeah, you're out there making money. Who gives a shit?" But 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work that way. Keep that in mind if you're going to become a truck driver, as this is a battle that'll happen. Somebody will say, "You coming to see the softball game? You coming to see little Timmy's softball game? You gonna have Easter dinner with us?" Now, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I work Saturday. I can get back Sunday. If I'm a good boy, I can get back Sunday by noon, maybe 1 or 2. So yes, I can. I could. If Red Lady's dad asked me, "Can you come over for Easter dinner?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I can make it." But there's a huge winter storm happening Saturday, and I don't know what route they're going to give me, and I don't know if I'm going to get stuck on the mountain. This truck has a bit. There's solitary confinement right back there. We got solitary confinement right there. Yes, I have fancy sheets. You all should too. Um, so I can't make a promise because of the weather and all that. And even though I'm a capable driver and I could just throw the tire chains and skirt around the road closures, trust me, I could get home if I needed to. I can't make that promise. And I've learned not to make that promise. The years that I've spent in the trucking industry, I know when to gauge promises. I know how much to be like, hey, I can't or I won't. Thankfully, Red Lady is an understanding young lady, and she will explain that I'm on the road, and everyone will be an adult in the situation. Like, okay, no big deal. It's sad. Like I would love to have family time. Easter dinner would be great. It's nice with Red Lady's family because like they say grace. My family never said grace. Um, I enjoy that. But yeah, it's a little sad. So welcome to the reality of being a truck driver. I almost want to let me put my glasses on so I could fucking cry. There. Now you, now I look happy. Mr. B's, B's and T's. Damn it, man! You can find anything on the internet. You can. Red Lady, I saw that she was just sleeping. Yeah. Did you kids are you kids getting the same notifications that I am? It's just a Filipino girl. I think she's Filipino. All she does is just friggin' sleep on camera. She speaks good English too. I did see her when she was awake for a little bit, but then she just went to bed. You just saw her cute little butt as she slept and snored a little bit. Mr. B's, B's and T's. Well, I'm quitting while I have a winter. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, Mr. B's, thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate your company. Tolga, wake up, Hooligan. We came to the station. Hooligan fell asleep. He's drooling on his phone right now. He's just drooling. David Edwards, 100% bargaining and acceptance. Oh, the 5 stages of grief. Um, Red Lady saying, "Yeah, they invited you, knowing I can't come. I think they love you more than me." Oh yeah, because there's a chance I can show up. I even if I could, I wouldn't. Um, when I get off of work on a Sunday, my I'm off on Mondays, right? And when I get off of work Sunday, I will be a very angry. I will be an emotional bunt cake on Sunday, and I will just want to go home, masturbate vigorously, take a shower, play video games, pick up the guitar, might do a live show. But the clock on the stupid truck is ticking, and my 34-hour reset, right? And 36 hours, 36 to 38 hours after I'm finished on Sunday, I go back to work a Tuesday morning at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to be loved. Mr. B's and T's. Wait, that's your happy face? Yes, it is. Some say I should have been an officer of the law. Step out, vehicle, sir. We need to inspect your truck. You're doing a level 1 inspection. What I'm going to need for you to do right now is hand me driver's license there. Sir, can you step down out of the side of the truck right there? What I'm going to need for you to do right now is open the hood of your truck. All right, sir. Can I get you a left turn signal, sir? What I'm going to need for you to do right now is right turn signal, sir. And brakes, headlights. Turn your headlights on. What I'm going to need for you to do right now? Air horn, air horn. All right, right. Left turn signal, right turn signal. All right. I'm going to have you release your brakes. Don't touch the brake pedal till I tell you. What I'm going to need for you to do right now is pump those brakes down to 60 psi. All right. Now what I'm going to need you to do right now is turn the key on and start your truck up. Okay. I need you to start your truck up, and we're going to let it air up right there. What I'm going to need for you to do right now is we're going to pump down your brakes again, and we're going to see if the brakes pop off. All right. Pump it on down to about 10 psi for me. All right. There we go. All right. What I'm going to need for you to do right now is take back your driver's license and show me your driver's logs. Right. All right. What I'm going to need for you to do for me right now is I'm going to need you to step down out of the truck. I found 73 violations, and you're under arrest. What I'm going to need for you to do for me right now is turn around, place your feet together, hands behind your back. So yeah, I could be a DOT officer. Toga saying, sleep tight, Mr. B's and T's. What I'm going to need for you to do for me right now is take truck and finish. We work, turn into a wanker. I'm glad I'm not alone. You have to. That's how else do you relieve stress? You wouldn't resort to alcohol, would you? Toga, Officer Mahogany. I need to develop that character. I have a few characters that I play on this stupid channel. Mr. B's and T's. I thought you went to bed. There's a case going through the courts right now, stating you, the driver, do not have to do any of that for them to do an inspection. What I need for you to do for me right now is pump the brakes on that comment. Oh, that's a shame. I heard about that. Tolga saying it started to sound like mum, mama, mommy by the great Stewie Griffin. Mama. Mr. B's and T's. I'm waiting on Mrs. B to get off the phone. Well, you know what you do? You say, God damn it, get off. No, actually, you keep your goddamn mouth shut. Because a woman is capable of, much like a nuclear weapon or fire, a woman is capable of massive destruction and sorrow. And, yeah, just leave her on her phone. Should be all right. Oh, good to see you in here scot-free. He was in here earlier. Jackknife TV, $5 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Red Lady gifted 5 Sterling Wheel memberships, which amounts to about $20. So I'm making some money. Jackknife TV with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I just got an Amber Alert. There is a missing child in Everett, Washington. I didn't know my phone did the Amber Alerts. That's weird. Mr. B's never going to do that. It's not going to suck itself. That's how I know you're not gay, because you can't reach it yourself. Every man that can reach it himself is gay. I would be too. Oh, I would finish too. Finish with a smile. Speaking of finishing with a smile, I got to end this nonsense. And hope your kids are doing okay. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by for my little guest interview. Church and Wheel Felons was the name of the show. We saw a good old friend of mine, and he's got a YouTube channel. It's Free Game, all one word, TV on YouTube. I'll show the link in the comments to this video. And channel members are awesome. Be awesome, pay up, become awesome. Red Lady helped on that one. Comments, we got 2 more. Tyke Truckin', I've been on this planet nearly 60 years and I still don't understand women. Read The Rational Male. I heart you all. David Edwards. Trucker D, finally in the house. What's good, Sterling? Hope you're doing well, brother. You're going to have to catch the replay game. We had a pretty good show tonight. 2 hours and 30 minutes into this, which means I'm only going to get 6 hours of sleep tonight, which is fine. Thank you for stopping by, saying hi. I seen you're a member like last week or so, but consider becoming a member. Tolga is a member. It was an excellent conversation as always, and pretty informative interview as well. Peace out for now, folks. Yeah, in this show we talked about, can felons be truck drivers? The answer is yes. It's just, you got to have your heart in it, and it can save your life. I know many felons in the trucking industry, and I could probably interview 5 more before the end of the week. But I'm not going to, because I need to go to bed. I'm going to press buttons that make things go away. You know what we do around here. And thank you for being a supporter of my dumb channel.